Hi students, welcome back. Today we are going to see a new topic which is calculating national income using income method. The second method which is to be used for finding national income. Income method, which is an important method. Most of the numericals this method is found, which is comparatively easier as well. Okay, so first we are going to value order method we have seen. However, we did not go for much numericals regarding that. I told that time that first we will study theory after having studied what is value ordered basics with some numericals. Now we are going to see all the three. Value order method we have already studied the theory part, and income method theory we will study, and expenditure method theory first we will study, and after that we will go to detailed numericals. Okay, and almost all numericals will try, you and me. I will do solve some numericals which are different, and thereafter similar ones you can do and become experts. Okay, income method. So this method measures national income from the perspective of factor incomes. When I do some service in the sense I earn. Okay, teaching service it is told. Politicians also service only, and they earn more than me. Okay, without going to any school. And of course the fans of various parties would say that they have better qualities. I would say yes, they have qualities in inverted commas. Okay, so perspective of factor incomes. From the perspective of factor incomes we calculate national income. Factor incomes, when I do service, that those parts compensation to employees we are going to see only. That means wages in the form of wages. I am compensated that one. Okay, that you are going to see. Okay, so here we will be calculating factor incomes in order to find national income. Under this method, incomes received by all residents of the country for their productive services during the year are added up together to obtain national income. Okay, so this method, what does this method do? Here, income received by all residents of the country are calculated together in order to find national income. Income received by all residents of the country are counted together in order to calculate national income. And the definition in highlighted given here is that according to this method, all the incomes that accrue to the factors of production by the ways of wages, profit, rent, interest are summed up to obtain national income. So as per this method, all the factors of production, okay, or the income earned through all the factors of production like wages, profit, rent, interest, etc., all added up together in order to find national income. All the factors of production, okay, amount or the income earned through all the factors of production, wages, profit, and rent, interest, etc., all. Okay, so income method has also other name, that is distributive share method or factor payment method. Two other names also are there. Okay, distributive share method, distributive income method has two other names also, that is one is distributive share method, and or factor payment method. Factor payment method. Factor payment method. So income earned by rendering factor services are all everybody's income, everyone's. And as a country, as a nation, India, you know that crores of people are working. Everybody's factor incomes are added up together to reach to national income. Okay, this is a different version. There was a value addition, means value added method. Value addition is made. Here incomes are calculated together in order to reach to national income. Okay, yeah. So components of factor income. What are the components of factor income? That's what now we are going to see. What are the components of national income? Now these components. What are the components of factor income? Using this method, used in this method, income method. Okay, remember, income methods only we are about this method we are studying, income method. In that, what are the components used? We have already seen that the sum total of all factor incomes earned earned within the domestic territory of a country is known as domestic income. The sum total of all factor incomes earned in the domestic territory is known to be NDPFC, domestic income. System of National Accounts, SNA, 1993, joint publication of United Nations and World Bank, has elaborated the following components of income method. So national accounts, and with the collaboration, joint collaboration with the publication of United Nations and World Bank, brought forward these components which are necessary for calculating national income using income method. First one is compensation. These particulars you need to study properly, because they are going to be used in national income accounting. Compensation of employees, in short form COE, will be used. Compensation of employees. Okay, compensation of employees is the amount paid to employees by employer for rendering productive services. Compensation of amount paid to the employer. For me, take the example of me, employer. Who is employer? Little Flower School. So an amount is paid to me for rendering these services. I stay here, I spend my hours for teaching, and I am being paid. How they are paying me? Because you are paying the school for paying me, and being a mediator, they will take a share. You have seen that farmers, then a mediator there, then through mediator only it reaches market. Farmer what gets? Very less only. Understood? And there is a very heavy exploitation is going on there, and most people are directed towards only one thing, private schools only these days. Exploitation is being taken place only in private schools in India. In any of the news, I never see any other exploitation is discussed. Every time one thing is heard, private schools are exploiting. There are also other people who are getting this compensation for their for rendering services. Government employees, government school teachers, college teachers. Okay, and if that is not properly done, who is responsible? Whose money is used for paying them? Our money. The tax collected, GST collected from us in a year, some thousands of rupees from every individual is being collected in the form of GST. Thousands from someone, some people it may be lakhs, or some from some it may be of crores, and then they are paying. When you come to pay fees, you are directly paying fees because you are taking a service in order to cope with the compensation of employees. That means employee like me, when I render services, you need to pay. And through which medium? Through LFS school, Little Flower School. Through LFS you render it. Understood? So that is compensation of employees. When productive service is being done, it must be paid. This is factor income. The time today, these days, we spend is more than we used to spend when school was open. Regarding me, I don't know about school and all. Regarding the teachers, I would say that we spend more time than we used to spend when school was open in order to come in front of you. Understood? That is a thing that normal people, when they see what is there, nothing there, just coming in front of a cam and telling something and going on. How this process reach there? It takes time, and for that I am being paid. Understood? I am being paid, and that is a factoring up. Many a time people in a funny manner would say that government employees are receiving, government teachers at least, are receiving transfer income, I think. Transfer income. You know what is the difference between factor income and transfer income? Transfer income is one-sided. For doing nothing you are getting. Like pension, scholarship, one-sided only. That means pension you are getting, suppose you are old age pension, you are aged person, so you are getting, before doing nothing you are getting. Scholarship, as because you are brilliant you are getting, and you don't have to do any productive services. Like that of income is transfer income that we can earn. Okay. However, factor income, you need to do an economic activity like what I am doing. This is a service, form of service. Okay. So for that we are being paid. Understood? Then, so compensation of employees, or COE, refers to the amount paid to the employees by employer for rendering productive services. This is called productive services. This teaching is an productive activity. Okay. Taking salary in government sector, I have seen many teachers taking salary, getting up early in the morning and ringing bell to please the God, and then I have seen that by 10 o'clock they somehow manage to go out, and I think go sit there and enjoy pan masala and making that with clapping hands and all. They make, put some powder and all, and then coming back is not a factor service. When teaching is done as per his or her ability, maximum ability, then from the side of that person it is a factor. Okay. Eligible for a factor income. Otherwise it's not a factor services. Yeah. So this includes this compensation of income. That compensation of employees include payments, then other benefits which employees receive directly or indirectly. So when I live here, that school has been providing me stay also, residence. You have seen that, you might have heard that from the amount you pay, you know that hostel has been made here in order to improve our productivity. It is made there, and that actually it is because of loan only, because in minor school that much income is not there, and but expecting that when you pay, this loan can be paid back. Understood? With that it is being paid. So for my factor services, I am paid salary and other benefits like stay here. Okay, and that is received directly, and other helps indirectly, whatever possible school does to everyone, every employee here. And compensation of employees consists of three elements. When we divide this compensation of employees, COE, there are three elements in it. One is, first one, wages and salaries in cash. Salaries in cash. You have to remember this, wages and salaries. So in this, it includes all the monetary benefits like wages, salaries, bonus, dearness allowances, commission. These kind of things are not there in teaching. Here only wages or salaries. Here salaries will be given. Wages for daily wages. Okay, daily it is given. Salaries, monthly it comes. Bonus not there. That in companies, bonus will be there. Then dearness allowance may be there. Then commission, depending on their work and all, they would be getting bonus, dearness allowance, commission, etc. Okay, and then next part, so wages and salaries in cash. Okay, so this is an element. Okay, this is an element which is need to be noted, because during exams sometimes in particulars this may not be given directly, this will be given separately. So the elements, parts of compensation or COE, OS, MI, that is the formula of you know that OS, MI, this much only formula of income method. And the first part, no, COE, that is what we are learning. Understood? Why I told in advance, so that you will be giving much attention. When I tell something, many people will not take it into attention or atmosphere. You see here, wages and salaries in cash. First thing, compensation of employees, first part. Sometimes some cases this will be given directly, sometimes this will not be given directly, and some parts will be given. And then wages and salaries in kind. Next one, wages and salaries in kind. Wages and salaries in kind. Second type, it include all the non-monetary benefits like rent-free home I am getting. Okay, so the second part also I am getting. We can say that a rent-free home I am getting. If then a free car, it's not there. Free car companies are providing for their executive employees. Okay, free medical educational facilities discount there for our children, teachers children. Okay, then so this kind of things, other than the cash, wages and salaries in cash category, we are also getting this part also, wages and salaries in kind. Rent-free home is there, then educational concessions are there for the teachers children. Okay, other than some poor children who have joined, which are not disclosed, nor which are not displayed there. That doesn't mean that nobody is being taught. I have seen my own with my own eyes once that list of students who get exception, 100% exception, then 50% of exception, like that, all categories of students. Don't think that Little Flower School as itself nothing is doing. Like last year's one senior boy said that Little Flower School, why it is a very hopeless school. Teaching absolutely good for nothing. A fellow who scored 90 plus, we can guess only some students were there who scored 90 plus. That fellow in a group was telling that nothing, teachers are good for nothing at all. What is the use with them? Good for nothing, and they merely like government teachers, they are earning. And why the school is running? Only for converting people into Christianity. I will challenge such people to show one student who changed, who who changed the religion because of the school, from the institution of this school. One student. This is the condition. Simply making allegations, believing the stupid politicians living in our community for the political benefit. Okay, we should not go. There must be a level, no, below that level don't go. You can fall up to floor, then from the floor don't dig and go downward and get muddy. After having studied in our school, telling that the school is for that only, conversion only. Yes, but example not there. Why? I don't know whether somebody told this. When I told this, one more point I want to add with this economics only. But Kerala, why education became the topper? There was such an improvement in Kerala because of the this kind of Christian missionaries only. As a part of church, they also started schools along with that. Not for converting anyone into Christianity. Christians in Kerala is very low in number only. Hindus only majority there. Okay, and then almost all families, if you take one or two children will be there. Two children maybe average we can take, and so growth also not very high as claimed by some of the religious fanatics. Okay, so why educational reformation took place? Not because of government. Most of the schools are aided schools, government aided schools run by these kind of missionaries. That way management was better. Then later part, when government also became capable. In the beginning it was very tough to go behind and make teachers do work. Understood? That's the reason. Government, UP you take, only government is seeing that. And result is zero, big zero. That's what I am telling. Okay, come back. So wages and salaries in kind also received by employees. Compensation of employees include the salary which I get, then salaries and wages in kind, wages and salaries in kind, like free residence which I am enjoying now, and educational concession for my children if they join in Little Flower School. These are all coming under wages and salaries in kind category. And then the third element is this employers' contribution to social security schemes. See, employers contribution to social security schemes. Okay, employers contribution to social security schemes. And here employer sees the security of the employees. Many of the companies insurance and all there, by chance during when they are on work any accident takes place, they will be getting some benefit. Okay, this comes like a PF of given to employees. PF you may have a provident fund in our school nowadays. Olden times it used to be there when salary was very low. Nowadays it is stopped because it is not necessary as per government norms. Okay. However, we know that it is there in government schools who draw a salary of 80, sometimes 60, 70, 80,000 or 1 lakh. This is a that economic point. I'm not hurting the feelings of any of the government employees, but I would say that it's a huge burden to India. A person who has been corrupt fully salary, then collected all the bribes and all, and after that after retirement again we are paying from our tax for looking after them, maybe in lakhs also. Some of the people's pension is of lakhs. Why lakhs? A farmer there who also worked and he is getting big zero, sometimes as a mercy old age pension 1,000 rupees. Why such a discrimination in the country, I am asking? If government has such a pension scheme, that must be for all. One India, one pension must be there, that you can fix what is needed for an individual to live. Give everyone who worked for the nation, everybody. Again after retirement VIPs. So old age British culture we are following. Nowadays British is also not there. British era culture, olden culture we are following. Okay, yeah, come back. So employees contribution to social security contribution, one part that in PF what happened, they have to employer has to put an amount for the PF and the employee also will put. Okay, so PF that must be there, and then if PF there, that will be coming under compensation of employees. And then what else there? Gratuity there, labor welfare funds, if anything like that there, that all will come in employees contribution to social security schemes. Why I give this in detail, I can briefly, just easily I can tell all the things very faster, but you need to know this. Many of time this problem takes place. Compensation of employees, if directly not given, then many students I found it difficult. You have to study this in by heart. Wages of wages, that this wages and salaries in cash, wages and salaries in kind, employees contribution to social security schemes. These three are the elements of compensation of employees. This you must study properly. Understood? Okay, then only you will be able to find this COE, compensation of employees, one part of income method. Not the point. And OS and MI, not very big portion, but this has been a bigger portion. So I hope you understood this. Any doubt regarding this, you may ask me. Okay, OS and MI we will be seeing tomorrow. Okay, thank you.